Very good morning to all of you students. Welcome to the mathematics class. In this session, we will discuss chapter number 7 of class 12 mathematics. The name of chapter is applications of derivative. This is important chapter and this chapter is also contain a number of contents. That means we have to complete this chapter into at least 2 or 3 videos. So student, in first video we will discuss some important topics. Clear? So start students. Okay, this is your chapter. Now first topic is derivative as a rate measure. As you know that when we use rate, that means we have to represent any change with respect to any physical quantity, then it's said to be rate. For example, the rate of change of momentum. So the rate of change of momentum is said to be force. The rate of velocity is known as acceleration. That means if we define the rate, then it will be indirectly defined by another quantity. Clear? Okay, students. So hence, physically dy over dx represent the rate measure of y with respect to x. So you can say that indirectly in this chapter we will also use the property of differentiation, because differentiation is also represent the rate, because we know that in differentiation dy over dx, that means we differentiate y with respect to another function, here x. So it is also example of rate measure. Clear? Okay, students. Now, by by giving some example, you can understand very well what is rate measure. Okay, students. See example. Find the rate of change of area of a circle with respect to radius, and radius is given r is equal to 3. That means we have to find here the rate of change of area, means in change in area. So first of all we will know that the area of circle is A is equal to pi r square, and here we have to find rate, that means differentiation with respect to radius. So differentiate this with respect to radius, d upon dr, we get 2 pi r. Now put r is equal to 3, we get 6 pi. Clear? Okay student. Now take another example. The next example is a balloon which always remains spherical, has a variable diameter 3 upon 2, 2x plus 3. Determine the rate of change of volume with respect to x. That means here we have to find change in volume with respect to radius. So first of all, here we will find the radius, because diameter is given, so we have to find radius, and radius is just half the diameter. Clear? Now v is equal to 4 upon 3 pi r cube is the volume of a sphere. So putting this value we get here. Now differentiate volume with respect to radius, we get 27 upon 8 pi 2x plus 3 whole of square. Clear? If you want to put r equals to value given, then you will find the accurate value of change in volume. Clear? Okay students. Now student, take another example. The next example is, if an age of a variable cube is increasing at the rate of 0.5 centimeter per second, that means its h is increasing with respect to distance, with respect to time. Clear? At what rate is it surface area increasing when its age is 12 centimeter? That means here s is equals to 6a square is the surface area. Now differentiate it with respect to t, we get 12a dA upon dt, and dA upon dt is given 0.5. So put this value and we get ds upon dt, that means change in area with respect to time. It will be 72 when we put a is equal to 12 centimeter. Clear? So So 72 centimeter square per second is the change in area with respect to time. Clear, student? So these are the example of rate measure. Clear? And you can solve the question of exercise 7.1 by watching the video and solving the examples. So all the questions of this exercise are just depend on the rate measure formula. Clear? So this is your homework. You have to solve these questions. Now, the next topic is tangent and normal. Student, this is important topic, and generally one question related to tangent and one question from normal is generally asked in the board examination. So these are the important topics. You have to understand this topic very well. Clear? So what is tangent? If we draw a line from any curve and that line touch only at single point that curve, then we can say that the line is said to be tangent. And if we draw another line which is perpendicular to the tangent, then it will be normal. Clear? This is the definition of tangent and normal. Now, to find the equation of the tangent to the curve y is equal to fx. That means we can find the equation of tangent for any curve if any point is given. Clear? So what is the formula? The formula is y minus y1 is equal to dy upon dx at x is equal to 1, y is equal to y1, x minus x1, where x1 y1 are the points which are given where a line meet, and dy over dx is the slope, and we can find slope very easily by differentiating the given function. Clear? Okay, students. Now students, see, to find the equation of normal to the curve y is equal to fx at the given point. If you want to find the equation of normal at the given point for any given function, then you will have to only change in the place of slope. You will have to use minus 1 upon dy over dx. That means dy over dx will be same as the tangent, and you have to only reciprocal of this with minus sign. Clear? And the equation is same. Okay. Now the angle of intersection of two curve. If we want to find the angle between any two curve, then you will have to formula tan theta is equal to in mod m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2, where m1 and m2 are the slope of the given curve at the given point. Clear? Okay. Now, take some example in order to understand this chapter very well. Clear? Okay. Find the slope of the tangent to the curve y is equal to x cube minus x plus 1 at the point whose x coordinates are x coordinates is 2. That means here given x is equal to 2. So if you put x is equal to 2 in the given function, then you will find y is equal to required value. Now we have to find the slope. That means only differentiation. To differentiate the given function with respect to x, you will get dy over dx is equal to 3x square minus 1. Now put x is equal to 2. So we get 11. So 11 is the required slope of the given function. Clear? Okay. Now take another example. The next example is find the point on the curve y is equal to 4x cube minus 3x plus 5 at which the equation of the tangent is parallel to the x-axis. So first of all, y is equal to 4x cube minus 3x plus 5 is given. Now differentiate it with respect to x, we get this. The slope of the tangent p is equal to the given value. Now it is parallel to x-axis, that means slope will be 0. This is important point you have to learn. If the tangent is parallel to x-axis, then the slope will be always 0. So put is equal to 0 and you will get x is equal to 1 upon 2 minus 1 upon 2. If you put this value in the given equation, then you will find the value of y. That means here there are 2 points x1 y1 and x2 y2 where the tangent are parallel. Clear? Okay, students. So these are the examples of tangent and normal. Clear? Now students, we will find the intersection of two curves. Here there are two curves is given. First is y square equals to 4x. Second one is x square is equal to 4y. So first of all, we have to solve these two curves and find the value of x and y. So x and y are 0, 0. This is the first point. 4, 4. This is the second point. Okay. On these 2 points, we will find the slope of both two curves. So at x is equal to 0, 0, from first equation and second equation we get two slopes. Clear? That means m1 and m2. In the same way, you can also find the slope m2 and m3. Clear? Now, if we find both slope m1, m2 and then you will put these two slopes in the given function. Okay, student, like this. Clear, student? Okay. Now put these values and you will get tan theta is equal to mod 1 by 2 minus 2 upon 1 plus 1 by 2 into 2. So it will be 3 by 4. That means the slope here theta is equal to tan inverse 3 by 4. Clear? Now students, we discuss another most important example. Show that the curve x is equal to y square and xy is equal to k cut orthogonally. That means perpendicular. That means the angle between these two curves is 90 degree. In this case, if 8k square is equals to 1, that means it is a proving question. So first of all, we will have to solve these two equations and get a required condition. Y is equal to k to the power 1 by 3 and x is equal to k to the power 2 by 3. So the point are k to the power 2 by 3 and k to the power 1 by 3. Now differentiating the given curve and we get dy over dx equals to minus y upon x. Clear? Put this value of x and y and you will get the condition. If two curves are perpendicular, then their slope will be equal to minus 1. So put this value in the given condition and we get k square is equal to 1. Clear? Okay students. Now, so student, the exercise 7.2 is just depend on the tangent and normal. In this exercise, you will have to solve the questions related to equation of tangent, equation of normal, what are the points, find the intersection line. So this is your homework and you will have to solve the questions of this exercise. And if you have any problem, then you can see this video again and again and you can solve the question by using the examples. Clear? Okay students. Now student, the next topic is approximations, errors and differentials. So in this exercise you will find the questions related to approximations and error. Clear? So for that you will have to use a formula dy del y is equal to dy over dx into del x. This formula will be used for the approximation problem. Clear? Okay. See some examples. Using differentials, find the approximation value of under root 0.082. Clear student? So first of all you will have to take y is equal to, see here, take y is equal to under root x. Now differentiate it with respect to x. We will get dy upon dx is equal to 1 upon 2 x to the power minus 1 upon 2. That means 1 upon 2 under root x. Now put x is equal to 0.09. because x plus del x is equal to 0.082 given, then you will have to convert x like this. You can find the value very easily because we know that the square root of 0.09. Clear? Now if you put these values, then you will find x is equal to 0.3 and del x equals to minus 0.008. Then by using the formula dy is equal to dy upon dx into del x, we get dy is equal to minus 0.133. Clear? Okay, students. See, as the example is given, find the approximate value of tan 46 degree given 1 degree is equal to 0.01745 radians. So here, first of all, y is equal to tan x is a function. Differentiate this with respect to x. Dy over dx equals to sec square x. Put x equals to 45 degree and x plus delta x equals to 46 degree. So 1 degree is given, that means the difference will be 1 degree. So put x equals to 45, that means pi by 4 radian, and y equals to tan 45, it will be 1. Clear? So finally, on putting the value in the formula, we get the required answer is 1.0349. Clear? So the exercise 7.3 is very simple and all questions are related to approximation problem. So you can solve the questions of this exercise very well. This is also your homework, and solve the question of this exercise very carefully, because this exercise is also important according to your board examination as well as competitive examination. Clear, student? So in this lecture we will discuss only 7.3 exercise and only some important terms. In the next lecture, we will continue the same chapter and we discuss the rest part of this chapter. So keep watching and do as well as possible. Thank you very much.